I'm going to be real honest and vulnerable with y'all here for a minute. So when I first started TikTok and when I first started my walk with the Lord, really, I was very, very passionate about it. And it was like I was in a flow. Everything was working and it felt so effortless, right? And then over time, that just kind of diminished. And so I've been on this journey of trying to find that passion again, trying to find the fuel to the fire that would just get me back in that place where everything felt effortless and not so much like a job. And then one day I was watching a Priscilla Schreier video, and she was talking about the story of Elijah on Mount Carmel. And she's talking about how there were two different approaches to the fire. The Baal worshipers were trying to do things to make the fire come. Elijah just showed up with the sacrifice. And so she was saying, it's not up to us to conjure up the fire. It's up to us to bring the sacrifice and recognize that that's all we can do and that we need God to do his part. And see, in the beginning, I naively thought that the reason why I was able to do all of these things was out of my own passion. I didn't realize that it was the strength of the Lord working through me. So it was like when I recognized that, I was like, okay, that's what I'm missing. I've been trying to bring the sacrifice and the fire, and I just needed to bring the sacrifice. And one thing God's been asking me to do lately is wake up earlier. And I have been struggling to do that. But after I saw that video, I was like, okay, God, we're going to try this a little bit differently. I'm going to bring the sacrifice. I'm going to bring the willingness to get up early. But you're going to have to bring the fire. You're going to have to give me the strength to actually do it. So I said that prayer last night before I went to bed. This morning, I woke up and walked 2 miles before I had to take my son to school. I have had more energy today than I have had in weeks. And I feel so happy. My mood is just impeccable. So there's something to be said about just doing your part and remembering to let God do his. You don't have to perform to get God to breathe his fire down on you. That's what the worshipers of Baal did. All Elijah did was admit that he needed God, and God showed up, because God doesn't care about what you do. He cares about when you recognize what you can't do without him. So just try that next time. You bring the sacrifice, you bring your willingness, you bring what you know you can do, and then allow yourself to be vulnerable enough to let God do the rest.